Hello! Hang on, I'm going to sneeze. Am I going to sneeze? No, I'm not going to sneeze. Maybe? No, I'm good. Yeah, we're good. Ha! There we go. Button. Hello! Hello, everyone. Welcome in to Pariahs. Episode 49. Fucking hell. Well, I'm lonesome today. After last night's interesting escapades. Chin chin. Oh, Threed on YouTube's. Hello again from nowhere. Again, you are nowhere. Good to see you, buddy. And, Rayvon, Callie, we've got Sneeze, Arius, Smith, everyone on Twitch. Good evening. All by myself. You're not wrong. Yeah. Yesterday was good times, was it not? On Australian Chronicles, with Cypher taking on the role of DM. We were just talking about it yesterday, weirdos. What were you saying? What were you saying, eh? Just the sheer panic as that Bloodwork automaton came barreling through. Callie wanted more death. Fair. Oh dear. Alright. I'm just gonna bring these guys straight in. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good evening, mein Fräulein.
Hold.
Mm-hmm.
Bot decided to shit itself.
They all cock off now.
Yeah, Cacophon now is not picking up Cacophon things.
Hmm.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Hold. Amateur hour. Yeah, no movie lips.
Oh, look at us go, man. We're just regular chatty catties now. Look at them.
Come on, Cacophony, kick in. Do what you need to do. It's not difficult. Everyone has a moustache. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, we're just stuck on... Nope, there we go. There we go.
Is it fixed?
It will be in a moment. So you just look at the weird moustache everyone has while this kicks in.
Very well.
Click that, and then click this. There we go. We sort of fucking
Fixed it.
fixed it.
Much better.
Wait, is it fixed?
I don't think it is.
I don't.
Oh, I
it
think
is.
it's still fucking
I
fucked,
think
isn't
it's-
it?
I think it's fucked.
Well, maybe the bot is like just having our issues.
Alright, hang on.
Doesn't really seem like a exclusive to you kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, it's one of those things. I think it's the reactive. Oops. Working fine yesterday, you son of a bitch.
Well,
Nah, I'm sure
a
it'll
minor inconvenience.
do its thing at some point. Alright, fucking. So,
So,
episode 49, Pariahs. We are
Oh,
back.
close to 50.
Close to 50. Yep. And with that then, Cypher, do you want to give us a bit of the old recapity
The spiel.
The spiel.
the old last
Yeah.
time on Pariahs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you lost your voice from yesterday by chance?
Me? No,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Good.
Poisoned by your cat, so.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, I'm allergic. I'm pretty sure I'm allergic now because I'm all sniffly. Don't like it. I don't like it. But anyway, last time on Pariahs, old Reza, she spent some time down in Piker pretending to do stuff, but actually she just told people to do stuff. She didn't actually do anything. Apart from sit there and fall asleep with her eyes open. And everybody else did everything. She's not here to defend herself, so I can say what I want.
That makes it canon.
Yeah, makes a canon now. But yeah, she organized a few things, started the clear up job, and set up the kill box for later on in the episode. And then we jump to the Undercroft, where Vanya was excited to use a new power. And she lifted the pillar up. She was very excited. Levitation, huzzah! I'm sure that'll come in handy later on. And then she had her first language lesson with Cypher. And pronunciation is not Vanya's strong suit. I'll tell you that for nothing. And making up a language is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was memes, if nothing else.
It was memes. I was just thinking of like things people do in languages that are difficult, like rolling R's and phlegmy R's and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and yeah, it totally confounded it. It was great. I think she was genuinely trying to say what I was saying, but just couldn't do it. It was great. Oh, it's good juice. And then Garrett was like, well, I am the new fucking drug lord. Test out the bloodshot on the indentured guests of the Undercroft. Yeah, that's how we were referring to them. Yeah, indentured guests of the Undercroft. And they loved his concoction. And didn't die.
Let's go with that.
And they did. Yeah, they were. Fucking Creeko was having a great time. Lisping, having a giggle. Great.
It's good shit.
Yeah, even the goblin shut up for 2 minutes to enjoy himself. And then it was off to Piker to convince. Is it Yerla?
Erla. Yeah, Yerla.
Yerla. To well, not just her two lieutenants as well, because fuck those guys, those scheming shitbags. Yeah, they thought that they were going to have a nice little fucking sneaky assassination of Rurik. It is not what they got.
Not working.
It definitely no worky, especially when Reza's fucking hangry and Garrett is just like, well, you had a throw, and then you cut it.
Yeah.
It happens. And then Yerla got done dirtiest of them all, as she didn't even get to see death coming, as she died in the dark, getting torn apart by Legion. Just because fuck her in particular.
Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then it was off to go make fucking money. So we went to the coin floor to sell Garrett's newest concoction. Garrett's like, hey, it's good. It's good. You should try it. And he did. And he was off his fucking rocker. So yeah. Now we're gonna make loads of money.
Yes.
Selling go-go juice to bloodshot to rich people.
I'm on board.
It's good stuff.
It is. Yeah, I think that was kind of. Was there much else after that, or?
So, after being reminded that we're just distinctly poor. compared to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. So yeah, the thing I was sort of alluding to was the downtime that's now kicking in, or not so much downtime, but the progression of the world. We, or you all, should I say, had homework with regards to what you all want to accomplish in the coming 2 weeks. We currently are down Vanya and Reza because they're weak. No staying power, no dedication to the cause. No, it's not really. I'm just giving them shit because I can. Haha, because I am here and they're not.
It's canon.
Canon. So yeah, basically, squid. No, you squinted me. They won't. They'll never know, Smith. Also, very, very quickly, T-Pain 23, 1995. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Appreciate it. All right. So in that case, then, there's been a few other things that have occurred that may impact what you guys are going to do. But,
Okay.
But fuck it. Yeah, we'll do this first. We'll with the first day of your sort of self-imposed get shit done period. We're going to pick it up sort of mid-afternoon, late evening-ish, in the Baron's Folly. Oops, let me hide some of these that were used yesterday. Here, you would all, I'll say all, the three of you at least, be sat at the usual table at the far end of the Baron's Folly. Falco also there, his hands clasped and his chin resting on his fingers as he glances over towards you all. So, just a question, what do you make of that? What happened?
What do you mean?
Well, you know, and Falco takes a piece of parchment, unfurls it on the table, and it's a rough scribbled note by the hands of one of the employees about this thing. Some sort of fucking golem? Metal man?
Made of brass, bronze?
Aye, yeah, something like that.
Well, I don't know nothing about anything like that. What about you guys? You know anything about it? A brass golem?
Like blood leaking from it or something, they said. A bit of tubes, a bit of clockworks, gears and shit spinning around in hard to find places.
Gears? And
You'd know.
as Desmond is listening to this, he's kind of like starts patting himself, like, don't think there's any of that. Nope, don't know him. Though I would think that might have something to do with either. Sounds like something that the Morbus Doctoria might have had some kind of hand in.
If something runs on blood, it has the smell of a court about it.
You're not wrong. Just Seems like we're running into all kinds of people with all kinds of projects and things that they're making and trying to cultivate. From cave monsters to clockwork people.
So my main question is though, like, where did we find this? You know, why this seems a little bit above. No offense, but a bit above our pay grade. Messing with this sort of stuff and in the coin flow as well.
Oh, sorry, my Discord was fucking up there.
So good.
As was mine. Like, I think that it was all of Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, it cut off half of you. Cut off half of you was in.
Ah. So yeah, so basically Falco was just, basically saying this, this is seems to be above our pay grade. Where did we get the information from? It's
what like the information of this thing?
Well, just in general, why? I mean, They said that I sent them out. I don't remember sending them out to do that.
No, you been drinking?
None of the fucking special brew that you've had whiffing around. No, not that I'm aware of. I don't think.
Falco knows I'm a changeling, right?
Yeah.
He's seen me.
Yes.
He's seen me. Yeah, he's seen me change before.
Yeah. So I would imagine Falco's got this sort of not so much a surprised expression, but more like a somewhat the scowl of an interrogation about him as he's just staring at you. So how did I know? I don't remember giving them this little mission.
I don't know what you are insinuating, Falco.
Alright, fuck's sake. Was it worth it though? Did you get what you need?
I did.
Alright, and is there anything else that I need to know? Like, am I going to get any other surprises of another group turning up being like, oh hey Falco, here's your thing that you didn't ask for, give us some money?
No. But Valentina might flirt with you.
Ugh. Oh. Right.
I thought it was funny at the time.
Alright. Guess. So I'm guessing that's with her being involved. This information came from her then.
Yes. Although they didn't know what that was. They didn't even know there was a construct, to be honest. They knew there was a thing there, and it was dangerous.
Alright. In that case, I guess I'll have a chat with her and see what we know, if we can find anything else out about, what this fucker is, what he does, what he did, and if it's gonna bite us on the arse.
Yeah. Okay.
So, before I fuck off, is there anything else that you need from me?
Not I. Garrett?
I don't require anything for the now.
Desmond looking a little bit rough. No, shouldn't be anything really. Nothing comes to mind.
Alright, great. In that case, then, I'm gonna fuck off and crack on with a few bits and pieces. Oh, also, I went to see Reza earlier. She's up there at the minute, but how to put it? I knocked on the door, and basically all I got was, "Not right now. This is a priority." And I sort of poked my head through the door, and she was going through her fucking wardrobe. So ushered me out, and I'm leaving her to it. As for Vanya, well, your guess is as good as mine where she is.
Probably Piker with her minions.
Aye, with the fucking cult that she's got. Alright, in that case then, I'm gonna go and finish off with a few bits and pieces. Also, do you know about Francis is over the moon for some... I'll get back to you later on that. You've got shit that you need to do, no doubt.
Yes, we do, actually.
So with that, as Falco gets up from the table and begins to make his way back towards the kitchen, you see Francis step out of the kitchen. 2 dead cats, one in each hand, holding by the tail, hoisted up high, this big giant grin on his face. Falco sees him, just goes, no, not now. Puts his hands on Francis's shoulders, turns him around, and guides him back to the kitchen. So, with that and the usual din of the punters in the background, tankards clanking, bottles being opened, and food being devoured, I dare say this is all now on you guys. You've got some things that need to get done. Doesn't have to be like on the first day, you know. This is the point now where I hand it over to you guys and say, what happens in the 2 weeks or so of your rest and recuperation?
Well, I got a couple items I wanted to touch on. So
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'll start off with one of them, and then we can work our way through. So that first night after where Francis had the cages full of pigeons, Desmond got himself a snack and went back to the Undercroft, and has just looked like absolute dog water since then. Just flushed, which is very unusual because he's usually pasty white, kind of just slower, lethargic, and I don't know, a little bit more hunched, like his posture's off, which is not normal for him. Like slumped over everything, like he's just tired, really tired. So anyone who was in the Undercroft that night after the pigeon will hear Desmond kind of stalking around, and every once in a while hear him skitter after things and maybe anybody who looks will see him looking for things like rats, spiders, anything that's kind of taking refuge down there, hiding in the corners, and basically just scarfing things down.
You all right down there, Dwayne, at this point, who's been banging away, will meet you in one of the corridors, a large chunk of wood heft over one shoulder. She glances down towards you. You all right, Desmond?
Feel off.
Off?
Just off. I'd say it was something I ate, but there are many things to account for, and I can't narrow it down to any one thing. Well, actually there is one thing, but I'm not... I'll just have to ride it out, I think.
Well, if
So
that's
you're-
the case, hang on. If that's the case, and Dwen will put the wood down, she'll kneel down towards you and reach down to a belt pouch where she takes a flask and thrusts it into both of your hands. Take a swig of that. That'll see you right through. Perk you up a little bit.
Desmond's gonna look at the flask and just kind of like reason it for a moment, and then he's gonna take a big swig of whatever it is. Just sight unseen, whatever it happens to be.
The big giant orky grin as you take a swig crosses Dwen's face and she nods. Good, right?
I'm guessing that it tastes like fire.
Absolutely. This is Dwen grins. A random bottle I've found stashed under the old bar. I moved a few of the slabs aside, and that's, well, this bottle was there. I took a few swigs, and, well, it's old. Very old. Probably as old as this place. Not been touched, but, vintage.
And Desmond's gonna look at the bottle to see if it has any kind of like labeling on it, or if it's just
it's just a scratched up brown bottle. Any label that was on it had disintegrated, many years ago, to the point where you don't even know what type of alcohol this is anymore. It's that fermented, stewed. It's almost like just pure ethanol at this point.
so basically like it's basically grog at this point. Like it's turpentine. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not wine. That's for certain.
That tastes like, you know, there's the gnome that tans things, and the taste of this reminds me of the smell of some of that. Not all of it, not every part, just certain things there. Although this is probably a lot safer to consume.
More
And
than
likely. He has both hands on the thing. He's gonna hold it back out to her so she can take it without, dropping it or anything. Because he's a little bit aware of the fact he's unsteady.
Yeah. Dwen takes the flask, tucks it back to her belt, and nods. There you go. Now, if there was anything unfortunate or causing issue in that little tummy of yours, then I imagine that this will burn it away. Well, with that said, I've got. You should drop by. I'm making some, incredible progress with the old bar and the ring area. I think you're all gonna love it.
When I'm feeling much better, I will come by and do that. Oof. Well, and mindful of the fact that it would be a little bit weird for Dwen to see him doing this thing, he's going to head back to where he sleeps and curl up.
As you begin to head off, you just hear Dwen just shout back down the corridors. Oh, if you see a sort of leaded, heavy sledgehammer, or perhaps the logging saws that usually require 2 people, if you see those on your travels anywhere, please let me know. I swore I'd left them in the ring area, but I can't find them. And a few dust trails and scratches on the ground just point in this direction, so my imagination.
Fucking Timothy.
I'll keep an eye out. And Timothy doesn't really pop to mind, so now Desmond is thinking that there might be someone hiding down here.
No.
And he's going. Yep. No, he's going to start stalking back to the living quarter part of the undercroft, just like checking every corner and just looking for people skulking, and just very slowly proceed back. And when he gets back, he's going to get into his bed that he practically never used and now has for the past couple nights.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to curl up and basically drift off, but not to sleep as normal. And he proceeds to have what I would describe as a fever dream.
Right.
Like a waking fever dream. And he hears the clanging of metal. Very loud clanging of metal. And rolling out of bed, proceeds into the area that's just outside the rooms where there's the stairs down, and there are those big metal vents that are just rusted shut, and one of them has been torn open. With, of course, the sounds of something rustling down inside. Looking around and not seeing anyone, creeps down step by step towards this new entrance, looking around for anyone who could be there, hearing something inside but not knowing what to make of it. And as he proceeds inside, the darkness is impermeable, not the usual kind of thing that he's used to in Nova Stoya. Before he finds himself in a lost in a chasm, just a tunnel with seemingly without end. It doesn't recall where he came from. And there he sees a light from one of the corridors and follows it into a room that has the look of an old Victorian bedchamber with a fire in one side of the room, like a hearth, like something that the people in the lower streets have never seen, because it's just like it's the kind of place that seeps old money, probably smells like just
Dust
even
and damp.
Dust, old, like everything smells old, stale, and the fire is crackling, and he can see that it's a bedroom, and the bed in the center has like this, very similar to this, with a just darker, with like a canopy over the bed. So he sees that there is someone stirring in the bed, and approaching. It is a young boy, like 7, 8, not even 12 years old, not even as old as Cypher appears to be when he has his child guise on that he kind of assumes. And the child is just sweating bullets and sick. And across near the fire in a chair, he can see that there's a woman wearing a black gown with a veil across her face. And she's looking down at the boy, downtrodden. It looks like she is having a fit of sorrow. And he just stands there watching. There's no noise aside from the fire and the sound of sobs and heavy breathing from their respective sources. After a while, there's a crack like a breaking bottle from behind, and he follows this until there's another room that's very well appointed, like a study, a library, and there's a man who is leaning against the wall with his arm up on the wall, his head against his arm, who has apparently just thrown a brandy bottle and shattered. And he's just cursing under his breath. And the only words that he hears from him are, "What to do? This is wrong." As he's standing there listening to this, he hears another sound from the back in the corridor. And as he heads that way, he hears slithering and shifting. And as he follows it very slowly, there is a mirror in this hallway. As he looks, he can see himself. But things are not normal. His skin is the same color, but he looks almost like disproportionate, like a funhouse mirror, but instead of everything just being warped, he sees a face that is his but not his. Like it is changing, just rhythmically shifting, like there's something under his skin, like worms. Something is just coursing through his veins, writhing under his skin. And this is joined by the feeling of the burning from Dwen's alcohol that she found and gave him. And as he's looking at this, he loses track of time and sits up in the bed that he was in. There's no noise from outside. There's nothing going on around him. Just time has passed. He's just lost time hallucinating. Which would be basically the next morning, but he's going to walk around and just look over everything to make sure that there are no giant grates that are missing, which there's nothing, but everything is exactly as it was, with perhaps the chance that Timothy's stolen tools might be found, but that's not really his priority at this moment. It's just making sure that everyone is where they're supposed to be if they're normally down here, which is pretty much just him and Cypher, and Rez is not here, so he just is going to patrol a little bit. And
I think Cypher noticed you just wandering around and be like, "What are you doing?"
Did you hear anything?
I hear you shuffling around.
Oh no, just much louder. Have you seen anyone besides me?
Like today or in general?
Last night.
No, but you were kind of grumbling away to yourself in your sleep, I guess. Which is weird, because you don't usually sleep.
No. No, I don't. I thought that I went somewhere.
Like where?
Have you ever seen... Seemed familiar. Like, Maybe somewhere in the old town. One of the estates. Something. Have you ever been into Inner Novostoya?
Sadly not. Commons is closest I've been to in a city that I remember.
Well, the buildings here, even the grandest ones, are dwarfed not in size as much as the pure ostentatiousness of everything there is. Everything is wildly expensive for seemingly no reason, or at least it was once. It's been a very long time since I've seen anything from there. But that's what it reminded me of. The last time I can recall it was while going there for the coroner. Or it was when I met him. But I don't remember. As I said, long time ago. And as he's saying this, he's looking, his eyes are rolling around like he's trying to think of things, and... Well, if you see no one, especially not a woman or a man walking around, although Dwen is down here, somewhere, so, but not her. Someone's taken her tools.
Dwen's tools?
Something about a sledgehammer, which I have no use of, and a saw.
Son of a bitch. I think I know where they're at. Or I think I know where I can find them. And he kind of hisses something in abyssal into the air.
If you find them, I can return them. I'll probably help Dwen move some things around, help expedite her progress as much as I can.
Okay. I shall endeavor to do so.
But I'll lay down a while longer. And he's going to trudge back to his bed and just lay there, awake and just flush.
Would you look flush to Cypher?
Yes. Actually, you have way better dark vision than...
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
really good dark vision.
Yeah.
All right, there was something I kind of worked out for this, so... Where is my character sheet? There it is, got it. Oh, okay. All right, so there's nothing that looks off about him outside from just looking ill at this moment. But he's clearly distressed. And for just a moment, as he's looking from side to side, it's almost as though he looks... His head moves to look at something, and it's almost like his face takes just a moment to catch up with the movement of his head. Like his eyes and his head start to turn, but it's almost like his face stays facing you for just a split second longer than it should.
Okay. Cypher is intrigued. He likes things that are weird. And since Desmond is... not his usual self, especially... Which is especially odd, because Desmond is always Desmond, right? He's odd in himself, but...
Not in this manner.
Like a sociopathic way, but like a, you know...
Yeah.
To be fair, everybody has their sociopathic moments here, but it's... there's clearly something a bit off.
Yeah, so Cypher might just every so often just pop his head in while you're resting, just to see if you're all right.
Okay, so sometimes if Cypher pops his head in, there might be a glimpse of, like, Desmond is clearly stationary in the bed, like he's not moving his arms or legs, but it seems almost like the sheet that he keeps over him is shifting ever so slightly every once in a while.
Cypher's curious. He can't help himself. Does it look like Desmond's conscious?
Conscious, but he's just like staring into, like, at the wall, like it's like into the void.
Cypher needs to try and sneak in and get a peek under the blanket.
In that case, I think that's a stealth check, and depending on the results, Desmond, I will leave that to you.
I mean, Desmond is not super aware. This is going to be horrible for, like, he's probably not going to notice shit. Yeah, he doesn't notice shit. There's no way. There's no way. I'll roll it, but there's no way.
Okay.
Like, this is...
No.
Yeah, so he's just oblivious. And, like, you can see, like, the shifting. It looks like almost like his skin is literally crawling. Like, in waves and ripples, and just... It just looks like the surface of his body is moving without the rest of him moving. Not like constantly, just every once in a while it just shifts a little bit.
And it looks organic?
Yes.
Okay. What's Cypher's like? Well, that's interesting. And he might make some notes.
But yeah, that's the summation of that night. And so I have other things, but I will pass the torch on to someone else, and then we'll come back to those.
I'm going to interject quickly with this whole thing. Cypher, during your time down in the Undercroft, you would at some point, having called for Timothy, he doesn't seem to respond, so you spend a little bit of time looking for him and going through the various chambers until eventually you reached the chamber where the two captives are being kept. As you step into the room, you see Krieger in his cell with the small linen sort of blanket wrapped around his head to try and cover his ears, and the small goblin pressing his face to the cage. I would imagine at this point he's been released from his shackles, but he's just grasping and clawing at a large two-person lumber saw that's probably about 2 or 3 inches away from his grasp. You see this? No! No!
There's a big puppet just out of Anne's reach.
No. The other thing you would then see is the form of Timothy, sort of half sat with his faded lower portion, sat on a sort of cabinet just off to the side, this fucking shit-eating, amused grin on his face, trying to suppress a chuckle. Like, look at him go! Look at him go!
No, just a little closer. Must break free.
Timothy's like, oh, he's nearly got it. He's nearly got it. Oh, it's so close.
The Cypher stood in the door and he just clears his throat.
Yeah. Hello. Goblin's, he's single mind focused on just trying to grasp the handle of the fucking saw. Hello, Master. It's good to see you on such a lovely day. Come to enjoy the show.
No. I do, however, see that your abilities have grown. You've moved a saw.
And look at that sledgehammer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what else I could do with it? I ain't gonna let me show you this quick. Timothy will walk over to the sledgehammer, pick it up, and then on an old buckler, like a small shield, he'll just start bang, bang. This metallic clang echoes through the Undercroft.
Ever just rubs his face. Why?
Because it makes a great noise. And then when that big Ortleth comes looking for it, right, I just sort of just prop it down in a dark corner. She comes looking, she pokes her head in, has a glance round. Oh, she see the goblin. She chuckled. She saw Krieger. Shook her head, said something about none of my business. I may have let her in. Accidentally.
Accidentally?
Yeah, well, you see, I was banging away, you know, and when I dragged it in, and I may have forgot to, you know, sort of seal it all off.
Banging away at what?
I know, I've got bars. I've been dragging the saw across the bars. That was funny.
Okay. Can you stop bothering Dwen? She's very busy.
Yeah, all right. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Give me this. You. No more. So, freedom, please.
She's still grasping away at the cobbles. Both hands now, clawing.
How long's he been like that?
He's been there for... that Thor's been there for a little bit. I think it's going on about 4 hours now. After about 30 minutes, Krieger, he after shouting at the goblin for a bit, just said, right, you know what, I've had enough of this. And he plugged his ears.
Okay. Cypher grabs the sword, just drags it out. Grabs the maul. That's really heavy. And now he has to lean into it because he's weak as piss. And he's like, fucking...
No, don't take my freedoms away from me. No.
But Cypher's just traipsing off with these in tow.
God damn it. All right. Do you want to call a quick pee?
Yeah,
break?
I need to pee.
I'm going to end stream for a moment, just restart OBS and see if that kicks in.
The
portraits.
the knitting. Yeah, okay.
All right.
So
I'm going to put some water on then.
Aye. We will be but a moment. I'm going to end the stream off and we'll see if we can get the fucking portraits back up and running. Won't be a second.